Yo, what's up, mortals? Yeah, I feel like I'm in a mood to make a video today. We're gonna talk about BATTLESCRIBE, about creating your first roster or an army list, however we call it, for Warhammer 9th new edition. Yeah, it isn't that different. So, yeah, but the first thing, do not look at here. The first actual thing you need is the damn book. You just go and read the Battleforged Armies section, and it just explains everything about creating an army in terms of composing it of different detachments and getting command points and stuff. Yeah, it's not that hard. You just need to sit down and read word by word. Yeah, you gotta do that, man. Okay, so you have those different detachments like patrol, battalion, all that fun stuff, right? But it's kind of hard to count all that on your own by hand, you know. So we got BATTLESCRIBE. Yeah, cool stuff. Downloads, I'm gonna drop that in the description down below. Yeah, Microsoft, the Windows, whatever, Apple, yeah, but that stuff, you know, you just download it. Yeah, not that hard. Then once you got it, you open it, and there should be a pop-up asking you to get a repository of data or whatever. If it didn't pop up, no problem. You just go in here, this little icon, and you add data. Yeah, that is what should pop up. It would ask you, do you want to like get some databases, because you ain't got none, so you just get them. And yeah, you look for Warhammer, obviously. I mean, there are other war games like Bolt Action. Hit me up if you want to play. Psst. Okay, so we got Warhammer 40,000 version 9.0 point something. Yeah, it would obviously change in the future, and I'm not that interested in remaking this video, so you should just know it's version 9 something something, and you just tick here. Yeah, then you upload it, download it, whatever, and then you create a new roster. Yeah, so you pick Warhammer, right? That's what we're gonna play. You put the name in. I'm gonna do my Necrons again, why not? The notes, who cares? Then we have the cost limits, we have the point limits. So you can either choose to use points or power level. And man, no one uses power level ever, except if you're playing like Crusade. But yeah, I think if you're playing that, you don't need that video at all. So use the points. If you're just starting, put 500 in there. That's a good starting point to learn all the rules of your faction, to learn just how the game flows and works. And the CP, I mean, the more the better. You don't care about the limiting them. Then you can add a force. So you choose your faction in that huge list, and then you choose the detachment you want to add. So one of those. Why one? Because in combat patrol, which is 500 points or less, you can only have a single detachment. Yeah. So let's start with the battalion. The fun thing about battalions and patrols, if you have your warlord in them, which you obviously will, because you gotta put them somewhere, right? You get your command points back. So I mean, you should pick a battalion only if you can afford all those troops. For example, in the Necrons, my troops are pretty costly, so I'll pick just a patrol for now. Let's do that. What's that? Okay, and okay. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so we drop into this huge. Let's do that. So we got three main working spaces here. We got the list of all units of our faction on the left, right? Well, not all, the ones that can go into this detachment, I think. Yeah. Then we got the units we have selected in the middle, and then we have the properties of those units and their equipment on the right. So let's have some fun. So we know in the patrol detachment we have to have 1 HQ and 1 troop choice. So let's start with that. We can add a cryptek because he's a cool boy, and we can add a warrior unit. Warriors are became better in the Dominus. I like that. So yeah, you can see we are at 200 points now, so we got some spare left. Let's see what we can do. So if you look here, we got this exclamation mark. It tells us our list has some errors in it. So if you click on it, you can see what's wrong. So we have to select the battle size, we have to select our dynastic code, and we have to pick our warlord, which would obviously be the cryptek, unless I want to put anyone else and pay like 100 more points for a useless character. Okay, let's do the warlord first. Simple stuff. So once you pick a warlord, you can issue one relic to any character in your army. So I only have one, so let's do the Vial of Darkness, it's just OP. And we have a warlord trait that goes onto the warlord. Let's do Troll of the Sand King. Yeah, I don't think if you're not playing Necrons, you shouldn't care about that, right? But those are pretty good. Yeah, they are. Okay, the dynasty choice. I will pick Sotek, my grey boys. And then the battle size. So in configuration here, there's some fun stuff here. We pick the dynasty. The battle size. You pick combat patrol, so you get 3 command points for that. You should know all of that from the rulebook, right? Like all of that stuff. But it's just nice to have it here to remind you of stuff. Okay, now let's add some more fun stuff. We can add. So I think I'll pick more warriors. Just the troops are the backbone of your army. They have objectives secured, so they can hold objectives better than any other unit. And yeah, it's gonna be useful in the battles, you know. Then we can do some heavy hitters. Can I fit a Doomsday Arc in here? That would be mean. Where's that? Heavy support. Doomsday Arc. Here it is. Yeah, that would be too mean for 500 point list. Yeah, when you're building a 500 point list, so the deal about them is they are not balanced at all. They're more like rock paper scissors. If you got a good drop on your opponent, if you are, for example, if you run a tank heavy Astro Militarum list and your opponent ain't got any anti-tank, what's you gonna do? So what you should do, you should not run vehicle heavy armies, for example, because they're just mean, right? You shouldn't take that. You shouldn't take one Imperial Knight because it costs like 450 points and be like, yeah, man, that's legal. It's 500 points. No, you're just being an asshole. Okay. Let's see. Let's do some destroyers. Destroyers are cool. Yeah, so we can take 3 destroyers, and we are at 490 already. We can give our cryptek an Canoptic Cloak just for those last 10 points. So yeah, we can change the weapons of the warriors, for example. So we can have, instead of 10 warriors with Gauss Slayers, we can have 10 warriors with Gauss Reapers. I haven't tried them yet, but they sound cool. Yeah, and so we have our list. All of the points are filled. So if you're playing 500 points, you can have 500 points or less. None of that I'm only 5 points over bullshit, right? Okay, thank you for understanding. And yeah, you can see there are no errors. Everything is cool and good, and we can just click here and save the roster. Yeah, I usually put in the point code so it's easy to navigate, and then we do the name. Simple stuff. And then you can use that file you just saved for BATTLESCRIBE 2 TTS if you want to see how that works. So what BATTLESCRIBE 2 TTS is, it's a tool that allows you to put all of those fun stats, like those exact data sheets, onto the models in the tabletop simulator itself, and it's so damn useful. You should use it, absolutely. Especially if you're new, it just frees up so much time. You just hover over a model and see what their ballistic skill and stuff is. Yeah, cool stuff. And yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, see you on the battlefield, I guess. If you want something, just ping me on Discord and we're gonna talk and we're gonna have fun. If you want like a teaching game, I have been having a lot of fun running just teaching games for 500 points with people, just laughing and rolling dice, you know. Yeah, cool stuff. Yeah, so good luck on the battlefields of the 40,000 something year. Yeah, see ya.